Hey everyone, welcome to Past Lives and the Divine. I'm Gina, the host of this podcast, and here we talk all about past lives and the divine parts of us, the divine parts of the world. And in this episode, it's all about harnessing the power of our soul, our intuition, as I like to say. Welcome to the weight room, intuition. So we have another Channel and Write episode here. If this is the first episode you've listened to, welcome. If this is the first time you've listened to a Channel and Write episode, welcome. And there are other Channel and Write episodes in the rearview mirror. I've been doing one a month in 2021, and my intention is to keep doing one a month. So feel free to check out the different topics there. Do them more than once. Do them when you have questions in that area. Use it as your way to really train your intuition. Get curious about how it comes in. Get curious about harvesting that information and knowledge with your eyes open while you journal. There's so many good reasons why we do these episodes. Remember, I give you this reminder, I think every time we do this, but the more you do these journeys, the better you will get at it. So you're not going to need as many prompts, and you might even start to find kind of my chatter when I ask a question, and then I kind of ask it again in a different way and ask it again in a different way. I do that for reasons that help someone who's like new to hypnosis to stay engaged, stay really in the parameters of that question. And when I do that, again, there are many reasons why as a hypnotic journey facilitator, one would do that, but it's really for the people who are just starting out. So congratulations. If you find all my chatter during this hypnotic journey a little bit annoying or like a little bit too much, just hit pause as you write and then finish writing and hit play. So I think that is the way that this is going to work the smoothest for all of us. For me putting this together, and for the people who have never done hypnosis, trying it out for the first time, and for the people who have done it many, many times. It's so natural for us to begin to feel more, in control, more lucid, more directive in this trance state, the more time we spend in it. So I guess it's a good thing. If I sound annoying to you, then I'm glad, because you're growing, and that's all I want for all of us, right? Okay, the key, as always, is to allow yourself to indulge and document every idea or insight that comes to your mind. This is a hypnotic journey. We will start relaxed, eyes closed. The difference is you're going to have a pen and paper near you, and you're going to be probably more in a sitting position. I want you to be able to open and close your eyes easily and write easily. When you're writing, after I ask a question, just pay attention to the way things come into your mind, not just images or your first quick kind of conscious reaction, but pause a little bit and wait for maybe a quieter feeling or sensation, knowing, memory, sign, impression to come in. And then start writing. Just write stream of consciousness, unedited, probably no punctuation. Just write it all out. It's after this journey that you can read through it, kind of let it process on your subconscious mind and integrate fully mind, body, spirit, come back to it. I think it's a really good idea to, if you're going to do these journeys, is to have like a special notebook and a really nice pen to write this stuff down in. It's really fun to look back and be able to be like, oh, that didn't make any sense to me then, but now it makes sense to me, 3 days or 6 months later, or 2 years later, whatever. And that is really cool, because that is, even though you're seeing it in hindsight, and it doesn't matter if you doubted it on the way to the future where you are now, it's really about also restoring that faith in us that these things are real. And we can see that it's real in our own lives, because when we're going through like a shitty time and we like really need our faith, I guess, or our faith in like that this is all happening for us, not to us, or that we are capable of doing what's in front of us, or that we will get through a heavy time that we're in. And keeping a journal of our spiritual experiences out of the body in different lives with our spirit guides. When we do that and then we go back, every so often and reflect on these journeys and the notes that we took, or if you're someone who listens to the audio recordings, if you're having one-on-one sessions, you can know, you can have your own evidence in your own life where it's like, oh yeah, remember when I got that information and I didn't know what it was? And now, 3 days or 6 months or 2 years later, I know exactly what it is. And I think that is not only helpful in connecting the dots of who we are and what the fuck we're doing here, but in times where we really need faith and faith would really help us. I think of this when my dachshund Lil died. She died in February of 2019. And it was really the first death close to me where I was like, okay, I guess this is I'm going to really lean on this stuff, and I can't say it was easy, but having the spiritual outlook that I do was really, really helpful. And it's helpful in that situation. And again, as I reflect back on it, it gives me faith in my strength, in the ability that I'm being supported and guided. So there it is. That's my keep all this stuff in one spot, maybe get a special notebook for it. Okay, why did I choose my parents? Choosing our parents. Before I even dive into this, I want to say I think it's harmful and inappropriate for us to use this idea that we choose our parents as a way to victim blame, bypass people's trauma, and all of that. So when I say choose your parents, it's my belief that we choose our parents based on potential. Here's what I want to learn. Here's what I want to do. These people appear to be going on that track and have some other things that I want. And so I'm going to choose them to bring me into this world and raise me up. Now, I do kind of agree with the fact that sometimes we do sign up for a shitty situation. And that's my belief. However, I am never going to say that to someone who has suffered abuse or is talking about abuse. If you have been abused by your parents, or if you're currently being abused by your parents, this of course is no alternative to medical help, mental health help, psychiatry. That is not who I am. This is an interesting way to get to know the soul connection, to help unravel, help you see things from different perspectives, and just to help you feel better in that relationship with your parents. And if you have a great relationship with your parents, it's still fun to learn this stuff and be like, oh, why did I pick you? Why did you pick me? And sometimes it's a lesson thing. Sometimes it's we're going to both work on this thing. Sometimes hey, you're going to help me do this, and that's all we really got planned. Everybody's contracts, agreements, and relationships are different. So go in this with an open mind. Go in this looking to understand maybe some difficult or frustrating feelings that you have with your parents, or maybe even in that you can have that stuff even if you get along with your parents, and you probably have just as much of that stuff if you do get along with your parents. So it's not necessarily only for people who have parent issues, but it's really just to understand that. I think that when we can get a sense of the agreements and the context for a relationship, sometimes it's a little bit easier to accept what's real in the relationship. And if you're what do you mean by accept what's real in the relationship? I mean, check out Byron and Katie's work. That's what I mean. The name of the book is called Loving What Is. And it just talks about how a lot of times when people are making life difficult for us, or if in response to other people we're having really negative emotions and that sort of thing, it can often be a sign that we're putting them in a box that they don't fit in. They don't fit in that box. Most parents do not fit in the parent box. And so most kids are disappointed by their parents on some level. It's just whether they feel justified or not to be disappointed. But go into this with a light, open heart. I don't know. There are so many reasons why someone would choose someone to be their parent. And again, I will say I am so interested in this dynamic. So if you do this journey and you find something that was, well, it's going to be unique because it's for you. But if you find something that was like surprising or very impactful, or it like really shifted the way you feel about something or the way you're looking at a situation, and if you feel called to share, I would love to hear about it. And you can email me by going to pastlivesandthedivine.com/subscribe. And then I will send you an email that's like, hey, thanks for subscribing. And then you can just hit reply to that email. And let me know what happens here. There are so many contracts and dynamics and ways relationships can be set up, unique to the people within those relationships. And I am just nosy enough to say, hey, if you have a cool experience and want to tell me, let me know. Okay, are we ready? As always with these hypnotic journeys, only do it at a time where it is safe and appropriate for you to relax, kick back, close your eyes, and totally focus on the journey ahead. Gather around the fire. Let's get started to our hypnotic journey, understanding why we chose our parents. Moving into a comfortable position, shifting as you need to. Sitting close to your pen and writing paper. You can relax your hands to your sides, on your lap, wherever is comfortable for you. Not now, but in a minute or so, you'll take some deep breaths. And when you do this, you'll take these deep breaths all the way in, all the way down to your belly, solar plexus, fill your chest. And then as you exhale, imagine exhaling out any tension, stress, tightness, any resistance that's within you. And now taking that first of 3 deep breaths, as you inhale, lengthening out, filling your lungs with air from bottom to top. And as you exhale, allow that breath to take away the cares of the day, anything that's weighing heavy on your mind. Continue to take deep breaths, taking 3, maybe 4 of them, and then returning to the natural rhythm of your own breath. Good. Knowing that with each effortless and automatic exhale, you'll naturally sink into a deeper state of relaxation. And this happens naturally and automatically. All you need to do is listen to my words. So know that if your mind starts to wander or you start to doubt, just listen to my words. Trust any information, insights, wisdom, anything that comes into your senses or your thoughts. Now I'd like you to imagine a route going from your seat through the floor and into the earth. And I want you to imagine this root spreading and reaching and growing wider and deeper. Wider and deeper. Imagine this root reaching so wide and so deep that it can reach the core of the earth with some of those root branches. And imagine these roots wrapping around a rock at the core of the earth. And you are now totally grounded, connected to Mother Earth and her nurturing, protective energy. And now I want you to imagine with each exhale, any stress, any tension in your body is moving down through that root system, out of your body, into the earth, where it'll be transmuted into a higher frequency of love and healing. Now I want you to imagine, bring your attention to the very top of your head, and imagine opening the crown, the very top of your head, and allowing light to come in. Beautiful light from the universe from above. And this light comes in through the crown of your head, and it works its way down from head all the way to toe. And imagine this light touching your body, relaxing you, healing you. As this light touches your forehead, eyebrows, and all the muscles around your eyes, you feel more relaxed as these muscles begin to soften. Now imagine, sense, feel, or just know that this light is moving down your face, relaxing all the muscles along your jawline, moving into your neck, bringing a deep sense of relief and release and relaxation. As this light moves from your neck all the way down your spine, sending a wave of softness and relaxation to all the muscles in your back, upper back, mid back, lower back, and into your hips. Maybe you feel yourself become heavier on the furniture or cushion beneath you. You feel so relaxed here. And now know that this light is moving into your chest, opening your heart center, releasing any blocks you might have to this journey. And this light spreads and bathes all of your organs in your chest and your abdomen, bathing all your organs in this healing light from above. Now this light moves into your legs, thighs, knees, calves, ankles, and pools in your feet, nourishing, healing, relaxing all the muscles, tendons, ligaments, and nerve pathways from head to toe in your body. Calm and balanced, you are now totally connected with that universal love, healing, and wisdom, and grounded to Mother Earth. Imagine, sense, feel, or just know that there is a spark of light at the center of your being. This spark of light is the ancient, all-knowing, and eternal part of you. This is the part of you that lives on and on, holding all your memories, all your plans, everything you've learned. And now imagine this light in the center of your being growing bigger and brighter. Bigger and brighter this light of your soul gets with each breath and each heartbeat, effortlessly and automatically. The light of your soul is now growing so big, so bright, that it shines and emanates out all around you. And it begins to form a protective, loving bubble of light all around you. Only truth and love can penetrate this bubble as you go deeper and deeper relaxed. Deeper relaxed, being bathed in the light and the wisdom of your soul. And you are now grounded to Mother Earth, protected and connected, bathed in the light and the wisdom and the healing of the light of the universe, and bathed in the light of your soul. Something is beginning to happen, and we don't know exactly what will happen or how it's happening, but it is happening. Now simply allow the deepest part of yourself to let go and evolve into this experience. Trust what is happening. Your conscious mind is stepping to the side now as your subconscious mind begins to get louder, stronger, more potent. Your subconscious mind will give you access to a point of view of your life that will help you make the most of your time. And the time here on earth, and the time you spend sharing your gifts, and the time you spend caring for your heart, your mind, your body, and your soul. Allow yourself to go even deeper into this state of relaxation, a deeper state of being, a state of trusting, allowing, knowing. This is a profound state of relaxation, peace, and connection to all that is. You are now in a place of expanded consciousness, expanded awareness, as you move into a realm of pure and unconditional love. In this space of higher awareness, the energy around you is beginning to take shape. You might see colors or lights. The energy around you is beginning to take the shape of a hill, a grassy, beautiful hill. And to you, it seems so peaceful here. You notice the clouds in the sky, or the absence of the clouds. You can feel the sun on your skin. And in the distance, you see a beautiful bubble of light coming toward you. And there's something about this bubble of light. It seems so intriguing, so interesting, so magnetic to you. Almost like you've seen it before. Observe this bubble of light coming toward you. Observe the shape, the color or colors, the size. Imagine this bubble of light coming toward you on this grassy hill. And now this bubble of light comes and lands right next to you. As it lands, you look at it, and a little doorway opens up. You know exactly what to do, and you are so happy to do it. You move into this bubble of light. And as you move in, somehow in your intuition, you can feel that bubble of light smiling because you've joined together. This bubble of light is so peaceful, and so you relax in this bubble of light. And maybe you can get a sense of the colors, if they've changed, of this bubble, within this bubble. You acknowledge any smell, any textures, any characteristics of you being in this bubble. Maybe it's as if you're reclined on the most comfortable, cushy chair. Maybe you feel weightless and floating in this bubble. This is your bubble. This is your portal, opening you up even further to the wisdom of your soul and your spirit guides. As you relax here in this bubble of knowledge, in this space of expanded consciousness and awareness, with access more readily available from not only your soul self, but your guides, your eternal soul memories and knowledge. In a minute, you'll hear a series of questions. As I ask the questions, listen to the words of the question and allow the answer to bubble up inside your mind. Oftentimes, this is the first answer. This is the quiet answer that might surprise you. It might come as a clear picture of something in your life, something to add, something to let go of, action to take, something to complete on your path. You will get a response rising within you to these questions in many different ways. If you're visual, you might see a picture, or you might get a feeling, a knowing, a sensation to follow. No matter how you get the information, trust what unfolds within you. Be open to the way the messages come. No matter how small the detail or the idea, focus on it and let it grow in your mind. In this deeply relaxed state, you'll get more ideas and more clarity about your life, how to make it an even better fit for you. There are no wrong answers, allowing the insights and wisdom to come in with an openness, an allowing, and a trust. Knowing that you'll be able to recall and write these ideas as soon as you get them. As these answers to the questions that I pose come in, you'll open your eyes, take your writing utensil, and write on the paper in front of you. Just write stream of consciousness, the first thing that comes to mind. Because the trance state is a place where our subconscious mind and our connection to the divine is more potent, more clear. It's a state of mind. So when you open your eyes, as long as you write, stay engaged with my voice and the answers that come into your intuition, you'll remain in that trance state. But know at any time you can lift yourself out of it. Bringing your focus to this expanded place of consciousness, this bubble of light that you are inside. I'm going to ask a few questions about this bubble of light, and as the answers come in, you can open your eyes and write down the answer. As with every answer and every question, Just observe what comes in and write it down. We'll analyze it later. We'll think about it in a way where we can maybe make more sense of it later. But for now, you're just writing stream of consciousness. The first thing that comes to mind, maybe that quiet answer that you didn't expect. Our first question, what color is the bubble of light? When it was floating toward you, what color was it presenting? And now that you're in this bubble of light, this place of expanded awareness and higher consciousness, has the color changed since moving inside this bubble of light? Trust and allow what comes in, and write the first thing that comes to mind. Continuing to fire up our intuition as you relax here in this bubble of light. Do you get the sense that you're floating weightlessly? Or do you get the sense you're seated or reclined or standing? How do you feel in this bubble of light? Just write down everything that you observe. Strengthening your intuition with each word that you write, opening up the channel further and further, continuing to write stream of consciousness, unedited observations of anything coming across your mind, anything you're aware of. And then when you're ready, when you're finished writing, you can put down your pen or pencil and blink your eyes closed. Here with your eyes closed, with each breath that you take, allow yourself to become more deeply relaxed. Simply deeper with each breath. Inhaling the energy, the vibration of relaxation. Exhaling any tension, tightness as you go deeper and deeper, deeper relaxed, higher and higher awareness, a higher consciousness, frequency, and vibration. Observing your breath. Know that as your physical body becomes even more relaxed with each exhale, your awareness, your consciousness, your vibration raises higher and higher, allowing you to access more information, more realms, more dimensions, more enlightened, loving beings who will help you to gain answers to these questions. Good. And now listen to the question, observe what comes across your mind, and then just write your unedited thoughts, just observing what comes in and writing when you become aware of anything that comes across your mind or your awareness. As a soul planning life on earth, I plan my life, how I can share my gifts, who I'll help, who will help me, who I will share my experiences with. Everything is planned with plenty of room for free will. Everything that happens to us, our soul can use for us. Knowing this, why did I choose my parents? Observing anything that comes to mind, engaging and writing down the details, knowing that with every detail you write, you'll get more and more details. Effortlessly and automatically, all you have to do is start writing now. Writing down what comes across your stream of consciousness. It could be shared gifts, it could be genetics, it could be position in life, it could be to teach you something or give you something. There are so many reasons why we choose our parents. Why did I choose my parents? What are the contracts or agreements between my parents and I? What do I need to know now about our soul's connection in the plan for this lifetime? Is there anything for me to know about why my parents chose to be in relationship with me in this life? What benefits do the souls of my parents get from being the parent of my soul? Remembering to press pause whenever you need more time to write. Just observing what comes in. Writing down anything that comes across your awareness. What do I need to know, remember, or embody in order for me to show up in my highest and best self in the relationship or relationships between my parents and me? What do I need to know or remember? When it comes to soul contracts or agreements with my parents and my family, any siblings or close relatives, how can I show up in a way that best suits me and the other person? Just noticing memories, insights, knowings, sensations that come in. Writing it all down. Knowing you can analyze it later. How can I show up in a way that best suits me and anyone else in my family who I have a direct soul contract or soul agreement with? When it comes to my biggest, most challenging aspect of my relationship with my parents, what's something I need to know or remember? What do I need to know or remember when it comes to the most challenging aspect of my relationships? Knowing what is true about who I am and who my parents are. What's the best way to be in a relationship with my parents as an adult? As an adult, what is the best way for me to show up in a relationship with my parents? What does this look like, feel like, sound like? As this information is coming in about the best way to be in relationship with my parents, if there are any fears that have come up, any doubts of my ability to do it, what can I know or remember in the future if I have difficulty showing up in a way that best suits me and my parents? And what else do I need to know as I move forward with the intention of releasing suffering of the past and taking the lessons and the growth with me? What do I need to know as I move forward in relationship with my parents? What can I know about myself? What can I know about my parents? What can I know about the energy between us? Just observing what comes in, writing it all down. Messy, unedited, run-on sentences. Just let it all out. What do I need to remember in terms of my soul's evolution What do I need to remember as I move forward? And now, in this experience, who is sharing this wisdom with you? Is it a spirit guide? Is it your higher self? Some other enlightened being? What can you know about the being who is sharing this wisdom with you? And what other wisdom can they impart before we head back to the present moment? Is there anything that your spirit guides, your higher self, your angels, any enlightened beings around you, what other messages or insights or wisdom or reminders do they want to share with you right now? Just writing what comes to mind, pausing and observing, waiting for more information to come forward when you need it. Just observing what comes to mind. Whenever you've completed writing, you can go ahead and lay down your pen or pencil. Relax your arms and your shoulders, and again, blink your eyes closed. If you're still writing, you can hit pause now and hit play when you're done writing. And now it's time to return to the present moment. But before we move away from this space, let's send love and gratitude to all those who were with you, offering guidance and wisdom, whether they were seen or unseen. And now, moving away from this safe space of spiritual guidance, floating away closer and closer to the present moment, returning to the present moment, and getting ready to move into the next phase of your day or night in a way that's seamless, peaceful, and desirable. I'm going to count from 5 to 1. When I say 1, you'll be balanced and ready for the party or day or night that comes next. 5, feeling empowered and relief because you took this journey and felt the messages deeply in your soul. 4, taking back with you everything you learned and experienced. 3, more in touch with the room around you. 2, beginning to feel sensation in your fingers and toes. And 1, feeling wonderful, comfortable, confident, and easing into the next part of your day or night. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you know of someone who would appreciate this healing method or this particular hypnotic journey, send it to them. I'd appreciate it. And I appreciate you just being here and being open to this journey. Until next time, take care.